This evening we will recognize and congratulate each of the 7 seniors in our program. Each senior player and their parents will be introduced and invited out onto the ice for a photo, as well as a group shot. We would like to start by recognizing our team's fantastic managers, Kylie Sullivan, Bella Bazzano, Rachel Sulo, and Nola Ostafin. Girls, thank you so much for all of your hard work. And the best news about all 4 of them, they're all juniors. And now for our senior players. Number 4, Liam Albert. Liam is thankful for his family and his teammates. His favorite Conard hockey memory is winning 2 state championships. He's accompanied by his father Craig, his mom Kelly, younger sister Tegan, who's a player for the Conard Hall girls hockey team. Liam Allen. Number 12, Captain Jack Eisenberg. Jack would like to thank his grandpa for always watching his games and supporting him in his entire life. His favorite hockey memory is getting to play at Conard 3 years in a row for a state championship. He's accompanied today by his father Dave and his mother Thalia. Jack Eisenberg. Number 30, Chase Emery. Chase would like to thank his dad for always being a part of his journey and coaching him his whole life, and his mom for loving and supporting him. His favorite hockey memory is shutting out Rocky Hill for the win in his first ever full game. Chase is accompanied by his father Jason and mom Julie. Number 5, Captain Torin McGoldrick. Torin would like to thank his family for all the time and effort they put into his hockey career. His favorite memory was winning 2 state championships with his boys. Tonight, Torin is accompanied by his father Chris and mother Kelly. Number 21, Captain Gavin Mangini. Gavin would like to thank his teammates, coaches, and family for making all 4 years of Conard hockey as memorable as possible. His favorite hockey memory is winning back-to-back state championships. Gavin is accompanied tonight by his father Ken, mom Kristen, and younger brother and fellow Conard hockey teammate Caden. Gavin Mangini. Number 25, Riley O'Keefe. Riley is thankful for his parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles for always being there and supporting him. His favorite hockey memory is winning the state championship twice. He's accompanied tonight by his father Garrett, mom Christy, sister Katie, who also plays on the Conard Hall girls hockey team. Riley O'Keefe. Number 15, Captain Dylan Smith. Dylan would like to thank his dad for teaching him the game of hockey and always being there at every game and practice growing up. His favorite hockey memory is winning both the 24 state championship and CCC conference tournaments as a sophomore. He's accompanied tonight by his father TJ and mother Dylan. Dylan Smith. We have a special presentation tonight as well. The Friends of Conard Hockey Booster Club would like to present a charitable donation to an organization that is very important to the entire Conard hockey family, the Lance Corporal Lawrence R. Philippon Memorial Fund. After 9/11, Larry Philippon, a Conard hockey alum and goalie who played from 1997 to 2001, Larry enlisted in the Marines and was deployed to Iraq, where he was killed in action on May 8, 2025. Larry's parents, Ray and Lisa, two of the most wonderful people and godly people that I know, have created a memorial fund in Larry's name. We're happy to welcome them here with us today to accept this donation. And I urge you, not just tonight on your way out, but on another day when the snow is melted, to look at the memorial rock that stands between the two flagpoles out front of the rink. Thank you again, Ray and Lisa. God bless you. In closing, thank you, wonderful parents, for supporting your sons' hockey careers, and to the siblings and all the other family and friends for your support. A big thank you to the coaches, headed by Jason Olson, along with assistant coaches Ryan Peranio, Joe Arcarpio, and Jason Diamond, who dedicate their time to the team. Thank you, gentlemen. One final thank you to our student fans. You guys are some of the best in the state. Having your support has meant so much to all of our players and their families. Please keep it up, especially tonight. Seniors, best of luck to all. You will be missed. Good luck to everyone in the game tonight, and go Conard! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Veterans Memorial Rink in West Hartford for tonight's high school hockey matchup between the visiting Northeast Shamrocks and your Conard Red Wolves. Starting lineups tonight, first for the visitors from Northeast. On defense, number 17, Hayden Kapanos. Number 41, Colin Cook. Forwards, number 18, Owen Rembish. 23, Thomas Walker. And number 12, Joe Marchese. In goal tonight for the Shamrocks, number 33, Kean Kelsey. And the rest of the Shamrocks, coached by Ken Keeney and Jim Donahue. And now the starting lineups for your Conard Red Wolves. On defense, number 15, Dylan Smith. On defense, number 25, Riley O'Keefe. Left wing, number 21, Gavin Mangini. Right wing, number 5, Torin McGoldrick. Center, number 12, Jack Eisenberg. And in goal for the Red Wolves, number 30, Chase Emery. And the rest of the Red Wolves, coached by Jason Olson, Ryan Perenio, Joe Carpio, and Jason Diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, caps, and helmets for a very special singing of the national anthem from Conard's senior, Shannon Dalton.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we marched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang like the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, welcome everybody to another hockey night in West Hartford, where the Conard Red Wolves take on the Northeast Shamrocks out of Rockville. We're here at Veterans Memorial Rink. Conard Red Wolves 6-6, 500. They've been on a winning streak so far. It's senior night here in Russ. Russ, they've been on like a West Coast road trip out there. I haven't seen you in a while. You look great. You look like you lost 10 pounds. What do you have for us for tonight?
Yeah, it's been quite a long road trip. I think they've been away for 5 games now. Conard 6-6-0. Basically splitting their wins and losses between D2 teams and D3 teams, with the exception of Rocky Hill. I think Conard's really, hopefully at this point, starting to catch a stride here. They got all their players back. We've got a full roster going. Looking forward to seeing what they can do tonight on this senior night. They have played the Shamrocks before. They beat them 3-0 back in early January, late December. So obviously, Shamrocks a D3 team, 3-9-0 right now is their record. They're struggling a little bit. So We're going to see if Conard can utilize all three of their lines and start to really develop some good team play here tonight and see how well they do.
Well, it should be a good tilt tonight. Conard has the advantage. They've won one before. They've got their crowd in their hand. A little tough showing for the Rockville Shamrocks. But Russ and I will be here spitting chiclets all night. And the teams go to center ice. Eisenberg takes the draw for Conard. Wins it. Back to Riley O'Keefe. Crosses the red line. Dumps it back in. Flipped up by the Shamrocks. Missed the glass and it'll go out of the netting and out of play. And Conard will have a face-off in its own zone. Shamrocks win the draw. Picked up by Torrin McGoldrick. Back out, indirect pass off the point. O'Keefe will try and send it in. It's blocked by the Shamrocks. It'll be a chase. It's kicked so hard down the ice. Definitely not a one-on-one. Weird bounce, goes off the side of the net. Emery plays it. Now to the point. Knuckleball goes in, doesn't reach the point. Shot. Stick save by Emery. Conard now trying to get something. Over to McGoldrick. Carries it in. Chipped away. He's gotten a little nudge behind him. And here comes the Shamrocks once again. Try to stretch it. And Elverd right there to retain it. Catches the Shamrocks off the change. And it's got to be played off the Shamrock goalie's stick. Off the boards. And personnel change now. And here's Tamaccio. First time out in a while. He's back. Conard Red Wolves happy to see him. Snapshot from the point. C.J. Bankoff. That goes wide. Elverd. Shot. Blinded the goalie. And we've got a 1-0 game. Conard. Elverd just released that wrister and snapped it really hard. And I don't think the Shamrock goalie is able to see that one. A little bit of a screen.
Yeah, he was screened pretty well there. He didn't see it at all. Pulled the water bottle right off the top of that net. It was the beauty of his shot. Alver's dangerous from the point. We got to get him pucks. He's really got a great hard shot, and you can see what just happened right there. Good start for Conard.
Second goal of the season for Alver. He was out in the first part. Conard will gladly take the 1-0 lead. The Shamrocks will play the puck in their own offensive zone now. Conard tries to get it out. They're able to, but it doesn't get past the neutral zone, only to the red line. Elverd communicates with Bankoff. He'll take it. Stretch pass to the other side from Tamaccio. Almost an offsides, and again he brought that one back. Nick Alonso stepped offsides, and we'll have a personnel change. C.J. Bankoff with the credit with the assist there. That's Bankoff's 4th assist this season. Conard wins the face-off draw. Didn't get it hard enough in. And here comes the Shamrocks from the site. Nicely played by Dylan Smith. Spins around, forces his player to go to the outside. It's sent into the circle. Now goes into the corner. Dylan Smith swings it around, tries to get it to Torrin McGoldrick. Goes back behind the cage again. Here comes Dylan Smith. Fakes his man out, but that's poked off of his stick. He's now in the corner with it. Tries to ricochet it. Shamrocks have it. Goes off a Conard stick into the corner. In flight, Nate Dubois out on the ice for Conard. He's been out for a while. He's got a nasty wrister. Conard snaps one in, and the Shamrock goalie will cover that one up. And we'll have a face-off in the Shamrock zone. Melee in front. Gavin, wrister, shoots it, bounces up, goes to the side of the goalie. Back up to the point. Kept in by O'Keefe. He's been holding his point strong tonight. Eisenberg in the corner, pushes it away. McGoldrick picks it off, sees Gavin, can't get a hardwood. Backhander by Gavin Mangini, goes above the net. And it comes out of the zone, corralled by O'Keefe. who flips it around over to Eisenberg. Eisenberg will carry it in. He's pushed up on the boards, loses the puck. Picked up by the Shamrocks. They're looking for an outlet. Can't find one there. Oh. We have a player going off the ice for Conard. O'Keefe sends it in. Ref says he didn't cross the red line. We're going to have icing. 11:35 left to play in the first. Great grab and face-off win. Here comes Gainey with it. Crosses the red line. Tries to slap it in. He's pinched on the boards. Right there's Alonso. He's nudged off. Tries to retain it. Throws it in front a little bit. Conard wrists it around. Tries to send it out in front. Gainey able to keep it in. He's hit on the boards. Loses the puck. Here come the Shamrocks. 1-on-2. Nolan Rex there, forces him to the outside. Nobody there for the Shamrocks, and Tamaccio will flip it over and to get into the Shamrock zone. Almost picked off. Shamrocks on a change. Conard almost gets caught on the change. Shamrocks able to bring it aboard, and they'll have to circle back into the neutral zone. Nice skating by the Shamrocks, number 18. Liam Elford has it for Conard. Sees an opening to Alonso. Picked up, drop pass. Over to Gainey, shot, it's blocked. He picks it in his hand, puts it down for himself, and he continues to go. He's spun off the puck by a Shamrock defenseman. Nice play between Gainey and Alonso, though. Shamrocks trying to bring it between Elford's legs. Can't do it. Elford holds him up. And the Shamrocks will send it in and go out for a change while Conard's able to set up. Here comes Elford. Squirrels it up a little bit to Ken Roach. He's got some speed. It's picked off. Shamrocks will send it back deep. But unfortunately, he sent it before he crossed the red line. It'll be an icing call with 10 minutes left to play in the first. Nolan Reck will take the face-off for Conard. Set up behind him is Ken Roach. Snap shot. Blocked. Ken Roach was right there. Rebound shot. Nate Dubois. Waffle save by Shamrock goalie. Outlet over to the Shamrock player. They'll try and carry it in now. They cross into the zone. Dylan Smith brings them to the edge. Shot. Goes wide. Nice setup by the Shamrocks there. And now a good transition quickly by Conard. Dylan Smith has it. Tries to go between the legs. He goes behind the goal line. Over to Nate Dubois on the bumper, looking for a shot. Soft. Stick saved by the goalie. Here comes Ken Roach. Tries to swing it aboard. Chaos out in front. Dubois is knocked down. And kept in by Dylan Smith. Nice play to keep that in and in deep. Dubois has it. Pokes it around. Over to Roach. Tries to send it. Can't get the shot off. And Shamrocks are able to clear. And they'll make a change. And comes out really close to Emery, and he'll just cover it up and give his players an opportunity. Good heads-up read there, Russ. I think Emery was able to see down ice. Shamrocks made a change. His boys were out there for a while. He covered up, gave his boys an opportunity for fresh legs. Up front. Goes behind the cage. Bankoff puts his man to the boards. Looks for an outlet. Nobody there. Gainey pushes the defenseman out of the zone. Conard trying to get it out there. Tamaccio goes into the corner. Pokes it up to Alonso. Alonso's knocked down. Bankoff tries to redirect it. Tamaccio almost had an opportunity. Couldn't get it out there, though. And Tamaccio just loses it off his stick. He was going to send that one deep, go out for a line change. Conard defense change. Giving chase is Riley O'Keefe. Torm McGoldrick at the point. He tries to poke it in. Slow roller pass. And it comes out of the zone. Conard will go out for a change. Flipped up. And Nate Dubois able to reach up. He's tall. And grab it. Oh, he tried to hit his man, and the man ducked, and Nate flipped over.
That was a little bit of a scary play there.
Well, that looked really scary, but everyone's okay. Dubois shot off his own man's shin pad, goes behind the net, giving battle. McGoldrick's pulled down. We're going to have a penalty upcoming. Emery goes to the bench for the 6th attacker, but Shamrocks able to touch up.
Conard's got to figure out a little better way to match physicality right now. Shamrocks kind of all over us physically right now. Down low especially, you'll see they're winning the one-on-one puck battles. Conard doing a lot of really good things, moving the puck well, getting good shots on goal, but got to start to try to match that physicality.
And looks like the PP1, power play 1, has 5 forwards. And Shamrocks win that face-off and just send it deep right over to Emery. He'll push it over to the side to Torin McGoldrick. He'll try and set it up. Have you seen that, Russ? All 5 forwards out there on a power play?
I have not, but obviously they're pushing for some offense here.
McGoldrick still trying to bring it in. They're trying to set something up. Sure carrying it around. He's at the point. Tries to feed Dubois. Goes by him. It's poked away. Dubois able to corral it back. Over to Alonso. Has an opening. Walks it in. Shot. Goes for the short corner. Pucks is in the air. It's batted down. Shamrocks able to clear. Emery comes out to play it. Taps it up over to McGoldrick. Shamrocks go off for a change. Red Wolves looking for a setup. Here comes McGoldrick. Over to Alonso, and he'll dump it in. They'll give chase. Gavin Mangini behind the net. There goes Gavin Mangini now. He's in the corner, looking for Gainey. Gainey, shot! Right in the high slot.
What a snipe.
Snipes it, and you know what that is, Russ? That's another greasy, grinding, Gainey goal. He was right there. Stopped the puck with his foot.
Well. He got that puck in his feet. He was able to get that back out on his stick and release that with that was a really great shot. Good job for Gainey. Where's he at for the season so far?
That's his 4th goal of the season, Russ. Right in the high slot, right where he needed to be. Stopped it with his foot. And we're 2-0 here. 6:12 left in the first. Faceoff comes out of the zone. Grabbed by the Shamrocks. They go to the outside. Good play by Dylan Smith. Right through the crease. And it caught up in some feet. And the net was wide open. Ken Roach has it. Shot between the defenseman's legs. Save. Nice shot by Ken Roach. Gavin Mangini credited with the assist on Gainey's goal. That's Gavin Mangini's 4th assist of the season, and Nate Dubois' 1st assist. Roach, after the faceoff, shot, save. Conard now putting some pressure on. Picked up at center ice by Dylan Smith. Slaps it up over to Nolan Reck. Overskated by Parker Bastos. Here comes the Shamrocks. Have a shot. Oh, bar down. Goes out. Doesn't go in. And we're going to have a penalty upcoming.
Penalty on Conard.
A tripping call. Looks like a trip on Dylan Smith. So Shamrocks will go on the power play. Conard wins the face-off, and Liam Elverd will send it down deep. McGoldrick
Penalty number 15, Dylan Smith.
gets on his horse and goes after it, almost pokes away.
Smith 2 minutes for tripping.
Conard does very well in the first period with their penalty kills. 100% so far this season. That's stat courtesy of E&M Data Analytics. And Shamrocks looking for a shot. Saved by Emery, and his back foot as he moved over kicked the netting off the posting, and they'll have a whistle, and we'll have a face-off in the Conard zone.
Conard's overall penalty kill has not been as robust as they'd like it to be, so I'm looking forward to see how they do with this, and definitely one of the things they need to continue to work on.
Gavin Mangini puts the Shamrock player into the Conard bench. Shamrock's trying to set something up here, up to the point, go point to point, walks it in, over to the slot, shot, right pad save by Emery. He was blinded, but he kicked that right pad out there and made a beauty of a save. Tamacho will go down and forecheck for the Red Wolves. He's making the Shamrocks work here. Shamrocks can't control the puck. It goes back down into the Conard offensive zone, and Shamrocks will try and regroup. Tamacho doing a good job in the poke checking, and he's got it. They were almost a steal, but he's able to delay and kill off some more time. Great job by Tamacho. Able to knock off some ticks off the clock there. Shamrocks on a change. And once again, Shamrocks have to go back and regroup. Gainey now, giving a Shamrock man a hard time, giving him trouble to get it out of the zone. Caden Mangini plays the body, goes down, but stops his man and takes his man off of the puck. Another shot, redirect, and Chase Emery, how we saw that one, I don't know, but he falls on it. And we'll have another face-off with 3:29 left to play in the first.
So far, good job on the penalty kill. Trying to kill that down in the Shamrock zone is the way to go.
Shot by the Shamrocks. Well, save. Emery. He comes out. He gets some support.
That'll be that, and they kill that off.
They
Nice
killed
job.
that penalty off. That was a great work, a good contribution. Nate Dubois sees a man, backhanded by Gavin Mangini. Doesn't get to the net. Good forehand. Here goes Torrin McGoldrick looking for a man. Conard was able to take away that puck. A lot of turnovers by the Shamrocks. Conard still has it. Dubois brings it back, shot, little soft, pad save, rebound, Conard trying to poke it in. Ref loses sight of the puck and blows the whistle. It was loose, but goalie had a pad on it, so I can see where he called the whistle. Great effort both by McGoldrick, Dubois, and Gavin Mangini on that. Puck goes into the Shamrock offensive zone. Chase Emery will cover it up, and we'll have a face-off. Eisenberg will take the draw, or Nick Alonso will take the draw. Silas Warner, Braden Gainey. Gainey hits the point man, opens up a lane for Conard as they get the puck. Parker Bastos cross the red line and dump it in. Nick Alonso's there, fakes out his man, sends it to Parker Bastos. Shot, waffle save by the Shamrocks. Alvord takes a shot. Parker Bastos tries to redirect it, gets to the net, pad save. Here comes Nick Alonso, fakes right, goes left, tries to sneak it out there. Pad save, Parker Bastos poking it in, and he looks like he poked it in.
Just gritty, hard work.
That's a gritty, grinding goal. Parker Bastos just stood in there, took a beating from the defenseman, and jammed it home.
He is Brazilian like that, Rob. So that's Parker Basso's second goal of the season.
His second goal of the season.
5th point of the season, too. So
5th point overall. Helped set up by Nate Dubois, Nick Alonso. Conard wins the faceoff. They'll dump it in. Ken Roach over in the corner to Tamaccio. Picked up by Shamrocks, and Dylan Smith finds some space. Here come the Shamrocks trying to set something up. Looking for a feed. CJ Bankoff and Dylan Smith close the gap.
Assist number 22, Nick Alonso. And number 16, Ray Gainey.
Here comes Ken Roach, brings it back, shot,
Alonso and Gainey.
stick save, and goes out of play. Gainey and Nick Alonso with the assist on the Parker Bassos goal. So that's Alonso with the A. Nolan Reck will take the face-off for Conard. Tries to bring it back. Loose puck. O'Keefe shot. Doesn't go through. Potential 2-on-1 for the Shamrocks. Good back check by Riley O'Keefe. Got his stick in there. Loses it, but stopped the man from pursuing further. And Conard will go off for a change. And a little flip up. And a little mix-up, miscommunication on the Shamrocks. And the Shamrock goalie has to cover up. Conard wins the face-off draw, but it's sent all the way back. And it's going to be called an icing, actually. So less than a minute to play in the first. Conard will have a good opportunity here. McGoldrick wins the face-off, puts it right on net. Dubois goes into the boards. McGoldrick in there for support. It's a battle there. Shamrocks come up with it. Caden Mangini closes the gap. Riley O'Keefe will cover for him. Puck is sent to the point. The Shamrocks shot. Blocked by Nate Dubois. He felt that one. That goes up out of play. We'll have a face-off with 26 seconds left to play in the first. Conard wins the face-off. Little flip pass over to Mangini. Mangini goes to the side. Tries to fake out his man. McGoldrick has it, looking for somebody. Turns. Blocked between the sticks of the Shamrocks. No icing's called. O'Keefe will go and corral it. He'll push it up to Caden Mangini, who sends it to Nate Dubois. Period ends. And a little push and shove between the 2-3s on each team. But Conard will head off into the locker room with a 3-0 lead. Russ, what are your takeaways from that first period?
Well, first of all, I'm hoping that Jack Eisenberg is okay. Took a big hit in the boards over there and hasn't been back out on the ice since. So he's an important piece of this puzzle of Conard hockey here. So I'm hoping that he's anything he's got going on right now is minor. Conard did what they needed to do. Shots on goal. Obviously, tons of pressure on the Shamrocks, and we're up 3-0 as a result. Keep staying out of the box. Keep playing clean hockey. Keep moving the puck. I'm sure coach is going to start to put in some more of the players that don't see as much playing time all the time. Clearly, Conard's a better team than this team right now, and hopefully they can continue with everything they've done in this first period and be consistent throughout all three periods. That has been a thing that we've struggled with And sometimes when you play a team that's not as strong as you are, you tend to let off the gas a little bit in the second and third, and let's hope that doesn't happen.
All right. I'm Rob. I'm with Russ. We are Russ and Rob. We're spitting chiclets, and we'll be back after an intermission. And we're back, start of the second period. Conard up 3-0. We'll try and increase that lead. Conard has struggled in the second period with shots, penalty kill, and especially face-offs.
You know, Shamrocks are going to come out. They're going to be a little frustrated. They're going to be a little chippy. And what Conard's got to do is they've just got to stay out of the box, play their game, play clean, keep everybody safe, keep everybody healthy, and get through this game.
Nate Dubois take the draw. Gets it right to Gavin Mangini. He'll dump it in. He'll hustle after it. Pinches his man on the boards. Dubois behind the cage. Shot, save. Caden Mangini had the shot. Shamrocks will try and come back up with it, up to the ice. Liam Alford holds his positioning very well, plays the body. Conard's able to grab the puck. Shamrocks, fierce forecheck. Conard struggling to get it out. Here they come. Mangini over to Dubois. Dubois crosses the red line. Pokes that in. McGoldrick has it, kicks it. Looking up top. Picked off by the Shamrocks. And poked away by Conard. Good play by Dylan Smith to force his man to the outside. But the puck goes right on a Shamrock stick. Swing and a miss. Spada. Went right on the Shamrock stick, and he tried to get a shot off, and he just missed it. And Dylan Smith now trying to move it. Another good forecheck by the Shamrocks. And Dylan Smith playing positioning very well to force his man way to the outside. 2-on-2 now. Dubois and McGoldrick. Fancy toes, dances between the legs, goes into the corner. Dubois will pick it up. He's hitting the corner. Now the puck goes out of the zone, and with potential 2-on-1 with the Shamrocks. Shot, save, Emery. Another shot, save, Emery. Emery played that one very nicely. As Dylan Smith went down, Shamrock sauced past that, right onto his player's stick, and Emery read that one very well and was able to make a pad save.
Yeah, we got to be a little cleaner down there. We got to be cleaner on the exits out of the zone, cleaner on the breakout.
Icing was called, goes into the Shamrocks, will win the faceoff in the Conard zone. They've been battling here and putting a little more pressure on Conard Red Wolves. Almost a tripping call on Parker Bastos against him. And a shot, Chase Emery saves it with his chest. So the Shamrocks full of pressure here in the second so far to start the period.
Yeah, that's what we talked about, Rob. It's exactly how we don't want to start the second period. We want to come out with energy, and we're already sagging a little bit. And a lot of zone time for the Shammies right now.
CJ Bankoff picks it up on the boards, gets it out of the zone, tries to feed Tamaccio. Just out of his reach. It'll be an icing call. So Conard will see that puck come down to their end again. Up to a Shamrock stick, picked off by Tamaccio, goes wide, and it's snapped away by Shamrock. Riley O'Keefe able to punch it out into the neutral zone. Shamrocks charging, almost a hook on Nolan Reck. Pass to the Shamrocks, but lost off his stick. Goes through the slot, the pass by the Shamrocks. Tamaccio playing his man. Puck goes behind the net. Shot goes wide. Conard trying to break it out. Tipped up at the red line by Tamaccio. Conard, both teams going off for a personnel change. Tamacho's held up and mugged into the corner. Fans wanted a call there. Nothing happening. Indirect pass to the point. Matzinger will find space. Good play, heads up play, good look down the ice by Matzinger. Shot side, Torrin McGoldrick. And looks like we're going to have high sticking call.
Power play for Conard.
Conard will get a power play with 11:23 left in the second period. Nate Dubois will take the draw. McGoldrick behind him. Goes to McGoldrick playing the point. Doesn't come out of the zone. Wrist it. High. Goes above the boards. He stepped in the high slot. And the
There are
puck
no
goes
extra
behind the
points
net.
for going over the top of the net, Rob. No extra points. Got to get a little traffic in front of that goalie if we're going to be taking that shot. I like the shot. I like the shots Torrin made, but we need to get some traffic in front of there if we're going to do that.
Here it is again. McGoldrick. High slot.
That's
Lister,
what we need right
low.
there.
Gavin Mangini redirects it, but it goes wide. Like the decision making. Torrin McGoldrick mixed it up a little bit. Shamrocks shoot it way down. They hustle. They force a face-off down to the Conard zone as Chase Emery was able to cover it up. Conard wins the face-off there. McGoldrick zigzags, gets it up to Gainey. Gainey to Dubois. Dubois in the neutral zone. Finds some space. Sends it over to Alonso. Up to McGoldrick. Looking to wrist it. Alonso on the bumper. Steps in. Shot. Save. Gets his own rebound. Shot. Alonso. Save. Great follow through by Alonso there on his own shots. Conard moved the puck well there. Still 1 minute 11 seconds left on the penalty. So Conard will still be a man advantage. Oh, almost. Shamrocks moving the puck well. Splitting the defense. He tries to carry it in. A late hit on one of the Shamrocks on Mangini. Conard's able to get it out. Picked up by Gainey. And the Shamrocks able to clear it. The Shamrocks now using some physicality here. Dubois has it. Over to Alonso. Walks the line. Over to McGoldrick. McGoldrick walks it in. Shot. Blocked by the Shamrocks. And they'll send it down deep. And they're hustling. And Emery has to come out and play it. And almost picked off by one of the Shamrocks. 20 seconds left in the Conard power play. Here comes McGoldrick, crosses the red line. They'll step in. Zigzags, weasels, looks to drop it to Nolan Reck. Turned over. Shamrocks will try and circle it, but kept in by Dubois. He finds some space over to Nolan Reck. Tips it down over to the other circle on the opposite end. Looking for the point. Tries to keep it in. Shamrocks able to kill the penalty. Riley O'Keefe able to reset it up. Get it over to Tamaccio. And we have a loose puck down by the goal line. Picked up by the Shamrocks. Physicality definitely picking up here. A little pushing and shoving. Ken Roach has it now. He gets it down deep before he's met. And we're going to have an icing call on the Shamrocks with 8:47 left in the second.
You know, Conard really can control the puck up high very well, and then they're just trying to force that shot through traffic too early. I'd like to see them work that puck around a little more left to right. Try to get that goalie off his balance and get a shot from the weak side.
Shamrocks win the face-off. A little flipped up. obtained by Dylan Smith. Over to Roach. Roach looks to shoot. Head fake shot over to Nolan Reck. Shot save. Goes into the corner. Reck passes it between his legs behind the net. Dylan Smith pinches in, able to keep it in. He'll circle, fakes left, goes right, takes a shot, goes off the glove of the goalie. Kept in by Silas Warner. Goes deep behind the cage, behind the goal line. Shamrocks have it. It will come out of the zone. Dylan Smith over to his D-man, over to Roach. Gets it to the zone. Goalie tries to clear it with his stick. Not hard enough. Tamaccio able to knock it down and keep it in. Now the physicality's really picked up as Nick Alonso's hit. And they're chirping out there. And Nick Alonso able to grab the puck, and a late hit on Alonso after the play. Whistle's been called. One of them's going off. We have a roughing call on Nick Alonso. Russ, what'd you see there? Because it was chest to chest, but at the same time, just too close to the whistle, or?
Yeah, Rob, I didn't see exactly what transpired there, but again, 3-0 lead in your own zone, just unnecessary.
Shamrocks have it, go D to D, steps in, walks in, shot, off the stick of Emery, goes to the outside. Shamrocks shoot it behind the net. Riley O'Keefe bumps his man into the corner. He's pressing. Good job by O'Keefe. Shamrocks come up with it, though. Back up to the point. Looked like it came out of the zone. They wanted the whistle. Over to the slot. McGoldrick brings it back and forward. He'll kill some time by skating it off. And here he goes. Just him alone. And he's tied up by the Shamrocks, but he's able to recover. Great job by McGoldrick there, taking a few notches off that ticker. And McGoldrick's still able to do it. Gavin Mangini now goes in and helps. Great job on their forecheck by the two. And they'll hustle. Here come the Shamrocks, cross the red line. McGoldrick able to push his man off, hits a stake. Shot. Emery saved, pounces on it. And Riley O'Keefe clears the house. And one of the Shamrocks decides to shoot it on net and into one of the Conard players. And he's going to go off.
That's a good call, Rob. Things are starting to get a little chippy, and things are starting to get a little out of control on both ends, unnecessarily so. I mean, it's a clean first period, but so we got 4-on-4 for 55 seconds. Sorry, minute 5. Yeah, minute 5.
Tamaccio take the face-off draw over to Gainey. He backhands it in. He'll step off the ice. Ken Roach jumps on. Yep, penalty was an unsportsmanlike conduct. Conard's got to clear up, get back on sides. They're able to keep it in their zone. Shamrocks try to keep it in. Backhanded pass. And Tamaccio's met at the blue line. He's hit pretty hard. It was a nice pass by Alvord. Tamaccio's okay. He gets back up. Alvord pushes his man out with the boards. Comes Tamaccio, brings it back. Drop pass for Caden Mangini. Blocked. Nice look behind the head of Tamaccio as he dropped that pass for Caden. And Conard trying to bring it in. Gavin Mangini fakes his man out, goes between the toes, between the legs, goes to the side, looks to make a hit, but doesn't. And now it's a 5-on-4 for Conard. Here we go. Shot by Ken Roach, blocked by the Shamrock, goes into the corner.
Let's settle
Roach
it down.
trying to have it. Dubois squirrels it in further. Here comes Roach. sending it in. And Torrin McGoldrick, his pass is picked off by Dubois. He sends it in. Tried to get jammed in. Roach misses it. Saved by the Shamrock goalie. And the Shamrocks are able to clear. 24 seconds left on the Conard power play. Over to Dubois. He skates it in and up. Drops it for Gainey. Gainey back over to Dubois to McGoldrick. McGoldrick walks it into the top. Shot. Looks like off a glove of the Shamrock goalie. Dubois over to Gavin Mangini behind the cage. Tries to backhand it. Over in the corner to Nick Alonso. Even strength here. Alonso back behind the net. And Gavin Mangini trying to jam it in. Gainey trying to jam it in there. Loose puck. McGoldrick fakes his man out. Comes out of the zone. But McGoldrick's long reach saves it. He's challenged by two Shamrock players. Over to Gainey. Gainey has it. And Dubois taken down by one of the Shamrock players. And Alonso and the Shamrock player going at it. Now a melee out in front. It looks like we're going to have a tripping call. On Nate Dubois, actually. So the physicality definitely picking up. Nate Dubois called for a trip. The Shamrocks will go on a power play with 4:19 left in the second. Cleared out by Conard. Bounces out deep in the zone. On his horse is Tamaccio. He's skating. Shamrocks have it. Bounces off a Shamrock stick. They have to resettle it down. Silas Warner going back behind the cage with it. Squirrels it up to boards. Not hard enough. Snapper. And Emery made that look easy.
Chase looks really good tonight.
He
Just
looks
solid
really
in there,
comfortable.
super confident. But again, you know, like I said, Conard's getting super sloppy right now. Typical second shift lull. Turkey dinner during this first to second shift intermission. I don't know what it is, but it's just sloppy and it's undisciplined right now, and it's going to cost them when they play better teams, and it has.
McGoldrick has it, clears it out of the zone, tried to feed Mangini, but picked up by Shamrock. Shamrock to Shamrock. Shamrocks can't get it out of the neutral zone. And it was an offsides call before Conard picked it off. They'll get a little breather here with 1:01 left in the penalty. Conard will get some new, fresh defensive legs out there with C.J. Bankoff and Liam Albert. Gavin Mangini has it. And he'll just flick it in towards the net. Brushed aside by the Shamrock goalie. Goes into the corner. Stretch pass, missed by the Shamrocks. Over to Elverd. Elverd finds space, sends it back deep. It's a good job by Conard. Now picked up by Torrin McGoldrick. Just trying to find space and kill time off that penalty clock. Shamrocks can't seem to keep it on their stick. And McGoldrick goes into the boards, sends it over to the point, and Nick Alonso is able to dodge a check. Here come the Shamrocks now, 2-on-2. Alonso hustling back for Conard. Albert keeps his man to the outside, puts his man up in the boards, and looks like he's going to go off on a penalty here. And that is a penalty. It's going to be Albert going off. Cross check with 2:13 left in the second period.
Yeah, we're getting too focused on just the chippy play rather than just playing hockey, and penalty after penalty after penalty. It's really Conard's Achilles heel right now. Now, I haven't seen a lot of the last 5 games, the details of what's going on in those because they've been on the road, but this is something that they have to fix as they go into the end of their season here.
And looks like a mix-up. Or referee was sending Tamaccio off, but we're all clear now.
He had a hard time counting to 5. I don't know. It's 4. Only 4.
Shamrocks have it. Over to the other D. Tries to walk it in. Loses it off his stick. Conard's been very lucky that Shamrocks really haven't been able to keep possession of the puck on their stick. Matzinger tries to knock it away off of his man. Shamrocks go over to their bumper. Over to D to D. Back to the bumper. Cross ice stretch. Looking for the shot. Goes high and wide. Rebound shot. Saved by Emery. Goes into the corner. Another wrister. And looks like it deflected off somebody. And the Shamrocks will put one in. And we've got a 3-1 game.
Like I said, Rob, play sloppy, and you play a man down enough, you're going to give up a goal.
They were just relentless and shot. Emery stopped the first few of them. Conard takes possession of the puck in their zone. Blindside hit on Mangini. Doesn't affect them, though. Nate Dubois looks to make a hit. C.J. Bankoff pinches in. Nate Dubois puts his man up on the board. It's getting 1 minute left to play in the period. Torin McGoldrick has it. Backhands it. Goes left. Goes right. Dodges a check. Back over to Dubois. Over to McGoldrick. McGoldrick sends it over into the corner. Mangini battling with the puck with the body. And it's sent out of play. We got 47 seconds left in the second period. Dubois of the face-off, has it, shot McGoldrick, wide. C.J. Bankoff goes after it on the boards to keep it in. He's able to do so. McGoldrick has it again, wrister. McGoldrick really finding his spots. He went low, pad saved though by the Shamrocks. Goes behind the cage. Here comes McGoldrick again, the shot. Doesn't get through. Dubois trying to bring it back, sends it over to Dylan Smith. Tries to get it to the net, doesn't get there. And Dubois, another great play again. Back and forth, left, right. Tries to poke it in. Just the tip, wasn't hard enough. And save with 11 seconds left by the Shamrock goalie. Good pressure there by Conard.
Dubois is having himself a game. It's good to have him back for sure in the Conard lineup. Coming out of that injury at the beginning of the year. And, you know, he certainly makes a difference out there. He's a big player, long stick, and he has a presence on the ice for sure.
Conard will try and force it in. McGoldrick, wrister, save, Shamrock goalie. We'll do it all over again. And there's a penalty on the Shamrocks. So it is 5-on-4 for the remainder of this period. Going to the next, wrister. McGoldrick goes off the blocker of the Shamrock goalie. Gainey into the corner with it. Nolan Reck between the legs. And Conard has it. And And that'll end second period. Russ, penalty-filled period, frustration-filled period. Shamrocks get on the board. What are your thoughts on that set takeaway in that second period?
I just don't think there's any reason for frustration. There certainly is frustration, and they, the Shamrocks play a physical game, a little edgy game, and then we play into that, and then we get penalties because we're retaliating, and it just feeds on itself, and so you get where you are right now. I mean, Conard's a much better team than the Shamrocks. All they had to do is play their first period game, pass the puck around people, move the puck around. They're trying to force too much right now. We need to get cleaner shots on the goalie. This goalie's pretty decent, but he's certainly not somebody that we're not going to be able. We scored 3 goals in the first period. Shamrocks won that second period, 1-0. So, I mean, there's a whole nother period of hockey to play. They got to really get back to that first period of play where you're playing as a team, you're working hard, you're moving the puck, and you're not taking shots that aren't high percentage shots. We gotta, especially on the power play, we gotta save those shots for higher percentage shots. We gotta move that goalie, gotta move the puck a little more left to right. We're coming straight on him and shooting pucks right in his breadbasket. They're easy saves for him. We're making him look better than he is.
Well, there you have it, folks. I'm Rob. I'm with Russ. We're Russ and Rob. We're spitting chiclets, and we'll be back after the second intermission. Yep, we will. And we're back, folks. 15 minutes to go. 3-1, Conard Red Wolves lead. Conard will continue on their power play. They'll have a minute 49 seconds left. Hope you're enjoying senior night.
So I'm hoping to see the first period Conard team out here. Going to give them the same advice I give them every time because they don't necessarily always follow it. Play your game, stay out of the box. Challenge the goalie by moving the puck east to west.
Five forwards again out in the power play. Nick Alonso, who lined up at the defenseman position, who's a forward though. And they'll bring it up for Tor McGoldrick. Backhanded pass over to Gainey. Gainey has it, dumps it in. Looped around, Gavin Mangini tips it back. Tried to chip in by Gavin Mangini from Nate Dubois. And Alonso over to McGoldrick. McGoldrick over to Dubois, playing the bumper. Back up to the point to Tor McGoldrick. Swings it in. Tried to get a tip in from Gainey. It's picked off by the Shamrocks. They'll flip it up. Now they'll go to the outside. Nate Dubois points his man to go to the outside, and they'll carry it in as he spins. Back over to McGoldrick. That long reach goes to the outside, loses it a little bit, comes out of the zone. Gainey will go back and corral it to Alonso. Stretch pass to McGoldrick. Over to Gainey. He's on his horse, has it, look to drop it, sends it over to Dubois. Tries to backhand pass, loses the battle though, and it's grabbed by the Shamrocks. And they'll have it. And Alonso goes to the outside. And the Shamrocks aren't able to get a pass off. Now a stretch pass. And what a holding call on Dubois, but nothing's called there. Shamrocks got away with that one there. And Conard will go off for a change as Dubois redirects it in. Nolan Reck chases after it. Holds his man up. He's being pinched on the boards. Tamaccio has it on the side. He's held up. Comes out of the zone. Over to Dylan Smith at the blue line. Just out of the reach of C.J. Bankoff, who comes back in to corral it. Just out of his reach.
And looks like another penalty.
And looks like another penalty here as Tamaccio got tied up with one of the Shamrocks. And Henry Tamaccio is going to go off for 2 minutes. It looks like a holding or a hook. So Conard, once again, will be on the penalty kill. And actually, that was Shamrocks force it to the net, and they're able to squeeze it in. And it's 3-2. Conard. Russ, that one kind of just seemed like it was on the side of the net and pushed in.
Yeah, got a little extra effort there and a little stuff, and there we go. And here we are. It's a one-goal game.
Shamrocks trying to force it in, but Albert's there.
Conard penalty, the number 18. Henry Tamaccio, 2 minutes for holding. Tamaccio, 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 2:11.
Caden Mangini, now bringing it up. He sends it in. Not deep enough, though. It's picked up by the Shamrocks. Got a little opportunity here for the Shamrocks, some speed. Alvord puts his man on the boards. Here comes Conard on a 3-2 breakout. Shot, Roach, fans on it. Swiped away by the Shamrock goalie. And here's Ken Roach. He's being held. The Shamrock has his arm wrapped around him. Alvord with it. Wrist it. Loose puck. Tried to shove it in. And the Shamrocks will shove Ken Roach into the net. And we'll get a whistle call. Face off.
Conard has taken the bait. This is when you play a team that's less skilled than you, what they can do is get in your head, and they have got Conard in their head, and they're
Shamrocks won the face-off, but Conard kept it in. C.J. Bankoff sends it in. Shot, saved. Shamrocks. O'Keefe finds some space in deep. McGoldrick sends it in front. Dubois tries to poke it in. Save. Here goes Mangini. He's pushed off. He's battling into the corner. Here comes Dubois again. Has it. Tries to force it in. Gets pushed away. Can't get the shot off. And looks like the net came off its lodgings. And we'll have a whistle call and a face-off in the Conard circle.
So that would be 2 power play goals, correct? Am I right on that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shamrocks win the face-off, but McGoldrick hustles after it, tries to take a shot, goes wide. Shamrocks got lucky, get a pass, but can't keep possession of the puck on their stick. That's been a little bit of a saving grace for Conard tonight. Now a 3-on-2 breakout for Conard. O'Keefe trying to push his man on the outside. Has a good defensive stick. Loose puck out in front. And Conard knocked down, but able to get it out of the zone. Dubois skates past it. And that puck goes back in deep in the zone. C.J. Bankoff sends it to his D partner, O'Keefe. Goes up the boards. Goldrick has it. And now it's trying to push in and covered up by Chase Emery on what looked like a very sloppy transition, Russ.
Yeah, we're struggling again in the neutral zone. We're turning the puck over in the neutral zone. Just a little out of sorts right now.
Shamrocks win it. Slapper. Pad saved by Emery. Alonzo pushes it back for Silas Warren. Tries to send it up for Parker Bastos. He's put into the boards. Shot. Save. Emery. Gainey giving chase at the red line versus his man. Shamrock, he'll have to dump it in. And it's picked off by the Shamrocks. And the Chase Emery will dive on that for a stop.
Yeah, the corner of the net there is not the place to try to deke around a player. We got to move the puck up. We got to get a breakout going. Got to clean up the neutral zone. I hope they're not half as frustrated as I am right now.
Conard wins the face-off draw. Alvord has it. Spins around in circles. Almost it's picked off by Shamrocks. They'll send a nice pass.
We're not winning the puck battles there. Another turnover right there in the neutral zone, and he's offsides. But even the one-on-one battles, we're losing almost every one of them. I don't know if we're tired. They're a big team. I won't take that away from them. They're big. They're physical. That takes a lot out. We're a pretty small team compared to them, but
Shamrocks win the face-off draw. Poked away by Ken Roach. Here comes Tamaccio. Got an opening. Goes back, forward, shot, save. Great play. Ken Roach going after it in the corner now. Nolan Reck push up the boards. Try to get it in there. Alvord plays the man, not the puck. Holds his man up against it so that Nolan Reck can get it and shove it in deep. In the Conard zone, Roach, back pass, and then Nolan Reck tries to send it in deeper. No one there for Conard. And the Shamrocks missed the stretch pass. And Conard able to get it out of the zone, just out of reach of Tamaccio, but Nolan Reck is there. Here comes Ken Roach now, looking for a shot. Reck, shot, save. Goalie, nice puck movement there between Reck and Roach. And Torrin McGoldrick now, trying to come in, and he just pulled it off sides. Nate Dubois debating that call. Too late, whistle's called. Connor loses the face-off, but they gather it in the neutral zone. Now it's skated up by Gavin Mangini. Nate Dubois gets in front of him with Shamrock guys, so he's forced him to pass the puck. Shamrock's having trouble possessing the puck on their stick. That's been an issue for them all night, as well as getting it out the outlet. Another stretch pass is missed, and it'll be an icing call on the Shamrocks. Good break for Conard. Hopefully they can regroup. We're almost halfway done in this third period. It's tight here, 7:58, with a 3-2 game.
The Shamrocks just have a really simple strategy. They're relentless, they skate hard, they take away time and space, and they're physical. And they get under your skin.
And we're back after a little bit of a delay. Bring you up to speed here. 7:58 left to play in the third period. 3-2 Conard Red Wolves. We'll resume action where we left off. Both teams get a little stretch lap.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a medical emergency in the Shamrocks bench.
So we'll start off or recontinue the face-off in the Conard offensive zone. Nate Dubois take the draw. Shamrocks win it via 2-on-2, poked away quickly by Dylan Smith, but then grabbed by the Shamrocks. Conard will flip it out of the zone. Almost an opportunity for Torrin McGoldrick. Kicked in by Gavin Mangini. Caught by the Shamrocks. Drop pass at the zone. Here comes Torrin McGoldrick. He's knocked down. We'll try and get something going. Now a 3-on-2 for the Shamrocks. Right at the blue line. And offsides. That draw will come out of the zone, and we'll have a personnel change on both sides. Nick Alonso for Conard. Conard trying to win it. Braden Gainey kicks it up. Grabbed by the Shamrocks. Here comes the Shamrocks now. Shot. Glove save. Chase Emery. Russ, I tell you, he looks really confident with that glove.
He really does, and the Shamrocks look pretty confident right now, too. I think they're on a mission.
Battle in the dot. Nick Alonso comes up with it. Nubs it away for Ken Roach, who sideswipes with speed. Tries to take a pass across. Missed. Over to Elvert. He'll bang it in. Ken Roach trying to grab it. It's up against the boards. Elvert, but it's knocked down by the Shamrocks. And Gainey with a shot. Goes up in the air off the waffle of the Shamrocks.
It was a great shot. Great spin and a great quick shot.
Nice
Goalie
hard
got
shot
that
by
up in the
Gainey.
arm.
Conard looking for that insurance goal. And Tor McGoldrick will come out and take the draw. Snaps it. Poked away by the Shamrock goalie to the right side. Goes behind the cage. Past Mangini. Another stretch pass missed by the Shamrocks. In between struggling, keeping possession of the puck on their stick, and a lot of missed passes by the Shamrocks. It's been a big lucky break for Conard tonight with that. Shamrocks trying to regroup and get their transition game going. Dubois will send it in slowly, deeply. Goes behind the cage, picked up by Tor McGoldrick, trying to center it up. Goes off a Shamrock skate. And Dylan Smith will have to cowboy back and bring it up. Tries to clear it. Hits off a Shamrock, and they can't get it out of the zone. And now Tor McGoldrick tries to bank it off the boards. Glove save by Aiden Emery. He drops it for Conard. And now Dubois couldn't quite get it past the neutral zone. Dump it in. We have an offsides. Actually went out of play. So we'll have a face-off draw on the center dot. Won by Conard. Picked up by Parker Bastos. He's pinched up against the board, but he's able to squeak it through. Nolan Reck goes in after it. Shamrock still trying to get it to their outlet. Nolan Reck trying to get possession. Drops it for Tamaccio. Circles. O'Keefe sends a floater. High and wide. It was out of the zone. Matzinger plays it smartly just to find space as Conard goes back and touches up with 5:10 left to play in the game. Matzinger has it, sends it back to his D-man. O'Keefe over to Nolan Reck, who lets it get by him, and it goes back behind the cage. Riley O'Keefe tries to knock it down, and it goes off of him and goes out of play.
Conard just has to kill some clock. They have to possess the puck. It's not even a bad play to play it back in your own zone and kill some time. Just be smart about it. There we go.
Conard wins the face-off draw, but it gets out of the zone. C.J. Bankoff is there. Shoots it off the boards to send it deep as Conard goes back to touch up. Here comes that transition game we talk about for the Shamrocks. Gavin Mangini tries to poke it away. It's slowly pushed in by the Shamrocks. They can't get there. They're just trying to push pucks towards the net. Goes off the sideboards. Mangini's there. Now he's got a potential breakaway. He's held up a little bit. There goes Tor McGoldrick looking for somebody. Brett poked away by the goalie. Great opportunity there.
Got a back check. Got a back check.
Send in center. No one there for the Shamrocks.
There we go.
Now Conard
Nice
breaking
play.
it out. Here comes Dubois. Tries to flip it between the legs and knock it down. Can't get it there. Conard will have to go back and touch up, but it's knocked out of play. And we'll have a face-off just coming out of the zone. 3:50 left to play. We'll keep an eye out on that Shamrock goalie.
Boys, if you're listening to this after the game, please go around the player. Don't try to go through him. It doesn't work.
Nick Alonso with the draw. Can't get it. Gainey on his horse. Nick Alonso tries to spin it around and takes a shot, goes off of skate, comes out of the zone. Connor's going to go back and touch up. Ken Roach battling against the boards, goes behind the net.
Big hit.
He's met with some force. He's up though. Conard trying to keep it in their zone. Comes out. Caden Mangini. And gets out of the zone. Comes back in. Alonso tries to pass it into the high slot. Both teams having some struggles with multiple consecutive passes. Dylan Smith killing some time. Sends it over to his D-man, Caden Mangini. Sends it up the boards to Ken Roach. He's at the blue line. Takes a hit, but able to get the pass off. And the Shamrocks are going to be called for a penalty. Perhaps a late hit. A little high because his helmet was coming up. Looks like an elbowing call. And Ken Roach had a little trouble with the puck at the blue line as he took the outlet and passed it up. Took the hit for the team. And with 2:56 left in the game, the Conard Red Wolves will go on a 2-minute power play.
Really good opportunity for 2 minutes to kill some clock. Let's possess the puck and not take stupid shots on net that we miss.
Shamrock will flip it up. Now it's a chase. Jordan McGoldrick is there for Conard. He skates it up.
Here we go.
Got the long legs. Here he goes. He skated a pass, and now it's a 3-on-3. Goes past one. Cycles over to Gainey.
Here we go.
High slot. Wrister. Pad save. Shamrock goalie. Give credit for him with the multiple saves tonight.
Keep it down low.
And Alonso tries to stretch it out. Gets it to Dubois. Pass one time. And right in the glove. The Shamrock goalie. And we'll have a face-off to the right of the Shamrock goalie. 2:24 left to play.
Yeah, like I said, good opportunity to control the puck, possess the puck, keep it in the Shamrock zone for the next minute 29.
Shamrocks get it. Knocked down by Nick Alonso. Here comes Dubois. Takes a look. Shot. Rebound. Mangini. Shot. Dubois' stick is in there. And now we have a scuffle in front of the net. Whistle blows. All's calm. And we'll have a personnel change for Conard. Looks like a couple of players for the Shamrocks are going to go off. 2:13 left to play. 1:18 left in the power play. Nolan Reck can't get the face-off, but now has it. Sends a centering pass to Roach. Goes through his legs. 2-on-2. Shamrocks. Conard's hustling back, though. And it's broken up by Conard. And they're able to get it. Conard can't quite set it up. Goes into the zone. Nolan Reck tries to take it away from his man. Tamaccio. Back to Tamaccio. Shot. Goes off the pad of the goalie. Nolan Reck looking for somebody to center. Goes off a stick and goes behind the net.
Possess. Slow it down.
CJ Bankoff at the top. Has it. Wrister low. Rebound. Roach just sends it high. Bankoff with a nice shot. Keep it low. Looking for the redirect. Got the redirect. And then Roach on the rebound. Just couldn't put it in. And it's banked off the boards. And unfortunately, the Shamrock player couldn't get it out of the zone. It stayed in the zone. And here comes Tamaccio looking for a shot. Tries to go short side. Doesn't hit the net. Tamaccio circling, keeping possession.
Possess.
Finds some space over to Dylan Smith. Now a shot. Conard can't have it. Another shot. Tamaccio. Save. Penalty's over. 55 seconds left in the game. We're going to keep a close eye on that Shamrock goalie.
Shamrock goalie can't go anywhere if we stay in their zone, so a little bit of extracurricular going on again with 23 and McGoldrick.
Coach Olson strategically now has his number 1 line out for the remainder of the game. McGoldrick has it, tries to get it to Mangini. He'll possess it, just tries to find some space with it. Mangini pokes it away. Here goes McGoldrick now, looking for a shot. Centering pass. McGoldrick to Mangini. Bar down, hits the post, can't get it in. 3 on 2 for the Shamrocks here. CJ Bankoff trying to cut it off. Shot, Shamrocks, goes wide. Emery able to push it away. Conard can't get it out of the zone. McGoldrick trying to push it away. Now goes into the corner with 20 seconds left. Mangini able to force it out. Here goes Nate Dubois. It's a foot race. Loose puck. Empty net. Dubois shoots it wide.
That's going to be it.
And that's going to be the game. 7 seconds left. Here goes the Shamrocks. 4, 3. CJ Bankoff has it. And the Conard Red Wolves will come away victorious in what seemed to kind of be an awkward tilt, if you will. But they're able to hold on tight a little bit. Russ, what are your takeaways from tonight?
You know, the last 7 minutes or so got a little better. Conard just kind of calmed the game down and played their game. Just a lot of unnecessary drama. Again, simple. Stay out of the box, move the puck, play as a team, and everything will be well. But as soon as we start to get let the other team get in our heads and start trying to do things beyond, extracurricular activities, cross-checking, penalties, it doesn't go well ever. And so learn from that and don't do that. So let's also hope that the Shamrocks coach is okay. I know that he was taken away, so everybody please say a prayer for him, and hopefully everything's okay.
You should be good. And to your other point, the Shamrocks won that third period as well. But if it wasn't for Chase Emery and net holding periods 2 and 3 tight,
Conard's a good team. They got a lot of good components here. Still looking to get 3 consistent periods with the talent that they have, being able to deliver 3 consistent periods. So a lot of opportunities. Big challenge on Saturday with Cheshire, number 1 team in Division 2. So we'll see what Conard can bring to that on Saturday.
Yep. I'm Rob. I'm with Russ. We are Russ and Rob. Join us Saturday, and we'll be spitting chicklets again. Conard takes on Cheshire. Have a good night.